Everyone, and the topic today we are going to see is about Scrum. So Scrum is an agile methodology, and here it divides the project into short iterations, usually between 1 to 4 weeks in length. Each iteration is called a sprint here. So in agile model, inside Scrum, the iterations we call it a Scrum sprint. The Scrum Master leads the team and work together to deliver an iteration at the end of each team. A Scrum team boosts collaboration and discusses progress during daily stand-up meetings, and they use a Scrum board and to maintain and monitor their project. There are 5 phases, and one phase is product backlog creation, second phase is sprint planning, third phase is working on the sprint, fourth phase is testing and demonstrating, and the last phase and the fifth phase is retrospective. So coming to the first phase, product backlog creation, the product owner works with the Scrum team to prioritize items based on the custom priority, feedback urgency, difficulty of implementation, relationship between the items. So based on this criteria, based on this priorities, the product owner will index the user stories, and various items are included in the backlog like features, bugs and defects. Information attainment and technical works also included in the product backlog. Large items are transformed into user stories and epics. So epics are nothing but they are the large chunks of work that can be divided into stories, and user stories are short requirements written from an user end's perspective. And both of them can be included in the product backlog, but only the user stories are included inside the sprint backlog. And next comes the sprint planning and creating a sprint backlog. So first the Scrum team they select most important user stories and breaks them into smallest tasks, and they breaks them into smallest tasks as small as possible, where the average sprint only lasts for 2 weeks. So here sprint means iteration, and throughout the sprint daily meetings are held, and these daily meetings will last up to 15 minutes, and the aim of this daily stand-up meeting is to gather the status of each team member. And the full life cycle test is carried out here. After the testing, each sprint is demonstrated to the user, and the last phase is a retrospective. So retrospective is nothing but the team discusses on what went well, what can be improved in the next iteration, and the lessons are learned after each sprint. After that, the next sprint is planned and the cycle begins again. This is how the Scrum process works. And there are some advantages and disadvantages. So Scrum helps the company to save time and money in a large ways, and regular feedbacks from customer is taken, and it has improved productivity and enhanced customer and client relationship. And it divides and coming to the disadvantages, Scrum is not as effective for small projects. So Scrum is useful for large projects and for large organization, and expensive. It is very expensive to implement, and here training is required. Training of the team members is required, and Scrum also means you have to be in close contact with your external stakeholders, so that all the important things will be in your backlog. So this is about Scrum. We will see the next agile model in the next video. Thank you.